Add everyone. Ado Musk is live. Add everyone. New video is out.
Safe house. Yeah, there's all bitches there. I'll meet you. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, Bub. Yet the weapons do come with all the attachments, or at least the ones
Okay, I
I've got
just wanted
anyway.
to double check that.
Yeah, no worries. Just grab the other leash right here. I don't want to keep you up on me.
So what exactly is dupable with the game? Because I'm still trying to like
Everything.
learn what's shareable.
Yeah, like
Okay,
everything
okay.
that you can drop on the ground, anything you can drop on the ground is dupable.
Is there any weapons that are DLC required?
Some, but they've got that, or not the experimentals, but they're the ones that are will have a little a circle and a down arrow on them. So like the bows, the exploding arrows, stuff like that. You'll be able to visibly see. It'll tell you can't pick it up. And if you try to, like, say if it's in a bag and it's mixed in with a bunch of stuff and you try to say pick up all, it'll pick up all except for the DLC items if you don't have DLC.
Well, that's why I was asking, because I don't have that at the
Yeah,
moment.
no worries. All the experimental stuff is not DLC. There's the weapons right there on the ground, by the way. And
Oh,
just
okay.
as
I
an added
wasn't sure if you
bonus.
had to hop out or not for that.
No, I'm using a different method. I can drop off a ton of these things without going anywhere, and I can actually drop my
Okay.
entire inventory. So as an added
Oh,
bonus,
that's
there's all the
cool.
experimentals. I'm also gonna drop you everything that I've got from my crafting table, which is a ton. You can pick and choose from this what you want, what you don't want. But I'm gonna drop it right next to the crafting tables or the recycling table. I mean, so that you can drop it right into it without making yourself overweight. It's going to show up as one
Because
bag, but there's actually like 3 bags here, so you may have to sift through it a little bit, move some of it around in order to see all of it.
uranium, steel, plastic, textile.
Oh Oh yeah, there's a ton of that stuff. You'll wind up needing like a ton of wood and steel and shit like that later on in the game when you start building more bases and stuff. I forget what they were called, man. We only played this. Me and my buddies. We only played this for like 2 weeks and just fucking crushed. I haven't played it in a while, but I still get messages and stuff about it, so I try to pop through and help who I can when I can.
Okay. And then I just stored, right? Store all resources.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't have your bench all the way maxed out for its weight capacity yet, I think the recycling hits 500 and the storage hits 400. There should be enough resources there to go ahead and push those the storage capacity all the way up on them.
Let's see how much I can store at the moment, because my weight limit at the moment is 250.
Oh yeah.
Because I did try upgrading it a little bit before you joined from what I had already. Okay, I reached the max because of the explosives now. I should be able to upgrade it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And then I'd check and do the same thing for the regular storage box with guns and stuff. I think it'll go up before.
I think it goes with it, doesn't it? Or do I have to do that
No,
separately?
they're two separate ones.
Okay. Let me just try putting more stuff away, and then I'll see what I can do with that.
Yeah, all that stuff will
God,
stay
steel
until
weighed
you.
a lot. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
all that stuff will stay on the ground so long as you stay in the same game. Like when you reload the game, then the stuff on the floor will disappear. But otherwise, it'll stay there as long as you want it to.
Yeah, I picked up all the resources and stored it. Okay, now I see what you mean by the storage itself.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you picked up all that other stuff, you should have plenty to upgrade that one too.
Yeah, so storage now is at 400. Resources is 500 now, I think. Yep. It's almost at 500, but that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, I made a couple of duplicate characters and started bringing them in on my other system, and that's how I jumped ahead so quick. Except for the experimentals. I kind of made a call out to all of my friends who had played it before, and I started collecting them all until we got the last ones.
Okay, so my other question would be the apparel stuff. Is there like the armor you have on right now, is that craftable along the story, or is that like part of the DLC?
Let's see. The stuff that I'm wearing right now, they're all rewards from fighting the Reaper, I think. Yeah, stuff I'm wearing right
Okay,
now is
so
all reward stuff. So I don't think there's a whole lot of DLC stuff for the apparel. At least none that I remember anyway. But the apparel, like the only things you can duplicate is the stuff that you can drop. So the rest of it, all the apparel stuff comes from rewards. Most of the schematics come from, well, it tells you in the bottom right corner how to unlock schematics and stuff. So like the easiest ones to do are ammo, equipment. The harder ones are like the experimentals because you can only acquire those by base assault. But the other two, the equipment and the ammo, is easy. Just make a ton of whatever. With all those resources I gave you, you should be able to clear those pretty easy to make all the stuff and unlock all of those.
Because the experimentals are like the more rare shit to farm for you, right?
Yeah, well, the experimental ammo types, yeah, they're you have to wait for a base assault and either defend one or defend one of your own or take over one of the others in order to get them. And we kind of figured out a little. I don't know if you'd call it a glitch or not. I never made a video about it, but we had a buddy who had a base assault ready, right? And what we did was before we started doing it, we had him save to the PlayStation Cloud, to the PlayStation Plus ship. So he saved there, and then we went and we defended this thing as a group. And then when we got done, he reloaded his game and he downloaded from the from the cloud to bring it back so that we could do it again. And we just kept doing it again and again and again and again until we had the stuff that we wanted. We didn't get all of them, but we got a bunch of them.
So basically, you formula save point through the
Yeah.
cloud system.
Exactly.
That seems like a good method for more than one person.
Yeah, we tried it first before we started trading and swapping for weapons with other people. We tried to do the same thing with the Reaper, and I think we were trying to get the Sledgehammer at the time. It was the last one that we needed, and oh God, we must have done it 30 times and just could not get that hammer to drop. And then finally, we were just like, fuck it, and we, kind of put out an APB for the sledge. And one of our buddies who had only been playing the game for like 2 days ran across somebody who gave him one. Son of a bitch. Like, all right, then that's the whole collection right there.
Yeah, because recently I was trying to get into the game since, it ended up being free to play for the PlayStation because of the whole Plus thing. And then I had one person helping me for a little while, like in the beginning, but I could not play with him because he wanted to rush me through the game, but I wanted to take my time with it. So I'm like, no, I can't with this anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I wound
But
up.
yeah, and then the funny thing was that I was trying to look up ways to farm for ammunition, and that's when I came across your video.
I was actually surprised. Like, okay. If I'm being honest, like I glitched it by accident. It's technically it's the same glitch from Dead Island. Same old, like that Dead Island's been around forever, and it's the exact same glitch.
Wait,
I was thinking about looking it up.
Island?
The weapon duplication one, where you can drop stuff on the ground and duplicate it. All you need is a partner, but it works the exact same way. And we were in the game, and I was thinking about looking one up, and I was like, before I did, I was like, you know what? Let me try something right quick. And my buddy Clown was there. I was like, just stay here a minute, don't do nothing. And I fucking dropped a bag, bounced, came back, and I was like, son of a bitch, it was on the ground. I was like, all right. I was like, well, I guess we don't have to look one up. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I just figured it out. And then I figured out a bigger method because the quick one, the one that I showed, only works for like items if it's 9 items or below. Anything 10 and above, you want to use the cloud system to save it, back it up. You still want to use a buddy, but you use the cloud instead, which is what I just did just now for you. But then like when I went and looked it up after it, because even after I figured it out, I went ahead and looked it up on YouTube to see if anybody had anything on it, and I was kind of surprised. I was like, this game's been out for what, a couple of years, and nobody's got a glitch on this? Like, why is this not out there? Like, okay. I was like, well, I'll make one real quick. And I didn't want it to be 20 minutes long, but I wanted to show people it wasn't bullshit. You know what I mean? I didn't want them to think that I was, using any editing tricks to skip through it and shit. So just kept it what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was trying to look up anything useful for the game, but nothing had popped up. So when I was trying to look up for ways to farm ammo or stuff, your video popped up on the recommended. So I'm like, let me see what this is about. And then I was gonna comment in the comment section to ask, but then I saw how you told someone else your PSN name, so I'm like, okay, let me give that a try.
Yeah. I see, like, I don't mind helping people and stuff. It's just when people, like, if they send me a friend request and they don't send me a message, I have no idea what it's for. So I won't add those people. But if they send me a message like you did and just explain, hey, any way you can hook me up, I'm like, yeah, no problem. So long as I know what it's for. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people are fucking trolls, So, of course, I got to be careful with that stuff. But most of the time, they're cool, man. I've met probably, I don't know, something like 30 people since I put this glitch out just for this.
That's a lot, honestly, for the video.
Yeah. Actually, every time I do it, though, every time I get, like right now, I'm streaming right now. So every time I pop in to give somebody free stuff, I pop in and I stream just to, just kind of show so what's the term I'm looking for? Like I'm a man of the people, you know what I mean? Like I'm all about helping folks.
You're like a friendly who likes to spread, bringing up people with the game.
I'm the game breaking vigilante here. Actually, I played this for about 2 weeks and then I hopped and started playing something else. I don't remember what it was, but last week I started playing Saints Row, which was the same game that came out the month that this came out, and Me and my buddy
Mhm.
messed with it for about 2 days. Now, Saints Row, I didn't like it too much at first. The first couple of missions are kind of hot garbage, but then as the game keeps going, it gets a little better. And the level of customization was just dope as fuck. And then me and my buddy get to dicking around with these costumes, and I broke it too. I haven't made the video yet, but I'm going to here in a day or so. But I figured out how to get the DLC items for free. Like, it's the stupidest fucking
Oh
thing.
boy.
Yeah, what it is, the game locks, there's these materials, right, that you can overset for costumes and stuff like lava and carbon and glass and shit like that. And if you don't have those unlocked, it will stop you from getting these particular costumes. But it doesn't do it
Mhm.
for the DLC items. So there's like paid DLC for costumes and stuff. And what it is they got this system for sharing costumes. You can save up to 24 of your own uh, uh, like outfits and shit, and then you can upload
Yeah.
them to share them with other people to be downloaded. And you can apply either the body type or the clothes or both. And a lot of people made all kinds of characters, and I was like, well, that's kind of dope. They kind of dropped the ball on that because that's like a really cool feature. But then as me and my buddy got to sifting through them, I found like the ice or whatever, the $14 DLC pack with the arm guards and the ice spikes and all that shit. And I found one of those skins in there, and I was like, oh, well, let me see. And I clicked on it. Sure enough, it downloaded it and put the whole costume in my shit. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, I just got DLC stuff for free, bro. I was like, I didn't have to pay nothing. And so I started just combing through because I don't know how many of those things are. There's probably thousands of them, but I started combing through just looking at other people's builds, looking for the DLC items, looking for things that you couldn't unlock normally in the game. And I found a bunch of them. And what I
Yeah.
was going to do before I made the video, I was going to try to make costumes for people because you can also just look it up by number or by a favorite creator. So if I made a couple of costumes that had the DLC items in them for people, then instead of me having to help show them how to do it, they could just look me up as a creator and be able to get them themselves. And I found out that the game company itself went out of business. So there's nobody to sue me for it. Like for because like Rockstar would sue the shit out of people for that. If you figured out a way to get DLC for free, oh, they'd sue the shit out of you. But
I mean,
a
keep in
game company
mind
that
too,
doesn't
they
exist,
also try to patch a lot of shit too.
well, that's just the thing. The game company doesn't exist anymore. The producers of this game, the entire company, it's done. It's like they filed for bankruptcy. It's over. So there's nobody to sue me for it. There's no update to come out. There's nobody working on it.
So you basically can just go have at it at the game at this
Hmm.
point.
Yeah, yeah. I got to make the video for it to show people how to do it themselves, and I got to look myself up on because there's this thing called Boss Creator, that is both a secondary app on the PlayStation and it's a website. And I could look up my own
Mhm.
numbers from there and just give people the numbers to look up. So they can find me, add me as a favorite creator, and then they can just pop right to my entire library. So yeah, yeah, it's been fun breaking the past couple of games.
It, it astonishes me sometimes when there's like a popular game that gets broken through YouTube.
Oh yeah. Normally, like certain companies, I won't fuck with. Like I've done a lot of glitches on GTA, but I won't make videos glitching GTA. I know a lot of people do, but those same people that do, I've watched them filter through like 7 or 8 channels trying to keep their numbers up, and then Take-Two Interactive gets them multiple copyright strikes until the whole channel is gone. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not willing to start over with my viewer base because it's like I got it set up the way I like it. I don't want to have to redo all that crap. It's a lot of bullshit to have to set that stuff up, and I don't want to have to do it multiple times. So,
Yeah,
uh,
plus the way GTA is, it's like if you're trying to show, like let's say you're trying to be a good Samaritan, right? Trying
mhm.
to show that there's an issue with the game and you explain to them and show them what the issue is. Next thing you
Yeah, oh
know,
yeah,
they get you in trouble
they
for
patch
doing
it.
the glitch.
Oh yeah. Well, they'll either get you a copyright strike or they patch it quicker. Um, they got me one time, and I wasn't doing anything really. Um, in the online, if you know, if you go idle for like 13 minutes, you'll get lagged out of the lobby. But there's this thing where you can go to
Mhm.
your apartment, sit in front of the TV, and so long as you're sitting in front of the TV, you can sit there for as long as you want and go AFK. That's how you like go to the restroom, get you something to eat, whatever you're gonna do without leaving the lobby. So I was streaming
Yeah.
one night, and I had been streaming for I don't know, somewhere between 4 to 6 hours, and I got up to use the restroom, so I put myself in front of the TV, and I came back and I continued on playing. I finished out the stream that night. The next morning, I wake up and I've received a copyright strike, and they took down my whole video. Take Two Interactive, the the parent company to Rockstar, uh, came after me, gave me a copyright strike, and they took my whole video. Like they didn't even give me the opportunity to download it, edit that section out, and re-upload it. Like they just took it. They just like banned that whole video. I was like, God damn it. I was like, really? Over the fucking the shit on the TV? Over the little cartoons and stuff? I'm like, what the hell? Apparently their stuff is so their contracts with those things are so tight. Their ownership of those has got such a grip that you can't find them anywhere. Not without getting sued anyway, or getting your channel knocked down. So yeah, after
Yeesh.
that happened, I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with Rockstar. I've seen a bunch of people do it, and one of the worst things to put out a glitch for is GTA because even if you find a YouTube video, you've got like a minimum of like 2 weeks before it's gonna work, or if not less. There's a website you can go to though. It's called Seven Sins, and a bunch of people use it as like a. It's kind of like a Reddit kind of deal where people post and test glitches. So it's like they're tested
Mhm.
daily, and it'll tell you when the last time it was tested, and it'll let you know if it still works or not. It'll let you know what consoles, how to do it, all kinds of shit. And since it's like YouTube, they tend to stick around for a little longer. Glitches pop up there fast, usually before they do anywhere else, and they stick around for a little longer. All of them eventually get patched, but you know that one keeps it in the loop a little bit longer.
I'm like trying to manage my inventory to see what I want to have equipped on me.
Oh, you're good. I tell you what, my favorite was that little submachine gun. What was it?
The experimental M46.
Maybe. Let me look. I think I
The
got a regular
Capist,
version.
aka.
Uh, okay, you know what? Let me drop you this experimental ammo. Let's see, what was it? The 9mm SMG. That's what it was. That little 9mm SMG with
Yeah, the
this ammo
Capist.
right
Yeah.
here. This thing is dope as fuck. Like, I think, my personal opinion, best weapon in the game. Because you don't even have to shoot the thing itself. Just pepper its feet with that stuff. And what it does is when you shoot it on the ground, it creates a mine. And they don't explode until they walk over it. So you can take a big monster and just pepper its feet with that stuff. When they blow up, they'll blow up all at the same time. And it'll stagger the machine. Then you can run around to the back of it and just focus on his weak spots and mess him up. Yeah, just pop one of them against the wall. You'll see it.
Explosive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give it a second. You'll see a red dot. And then it explodes when something
wait,
gets
did
near
that
it.
just blow up like 2 to
Yeah.
3 times?
Oh yeah, yeah, because there was multiple hits right there. When that thing's on hyper mode or whatever, that thing is crazy fast.
No, that shot only 1 bullet.
You sure? No, if it's on that hyper mode, it shot at least 2, I bet. Try it
No,
again.
no. I was looking at the magazine. It was at 50 before I reload. It's back to 51.
Oh, okay.
Wait, 1 bullet again.
Let's see.
Huh.
Huh.
That was.
Yeah,
That's
I
interesting.
stepped near it
Explosive
because your
ammunition.
shots won't hurt me, but if you step near it, your shots will hurt yourself. So watch out stepping on your own explosive.
So basically, try to make sure it hits the target.
Yeah, or just where it's gonna walk, because Keep in mind if they're running, you want to put it a couple of paces ahead of them so that the thing has got time to plant, and it takes like a second to 2 seconds before that red light comes on, and it's not active until that red light comes on.
Does storing weapons store it with the attachments on it?
Yes. Yeah. So like
Okay.
when I dropped them in that bag on the ground, if you just picked up the weapons, it'll pick up the weapon with everything already attached to it.
Let's see. Storing category, store item. Store blanket. Yeah, because right now I'm just storing like the heavy guns at the moment. Because I'm probably gonna carry the shotgun, the assault rifle, the SMG, and the sniper. Just store that one.
I'm gonna drop you some more experimental ammos over here, and you do what you like with them. Some of them are kind of fun. The explosive rounds for that 44 and that 44 are kind of interesting. I'd say that's like the third, in my opinion, third most powerful, because what they'll do is like if you shoot an object, the bullet will divide, go through the object, and then when it hits the second thing, all of them will explode. So if it splits into like 5, it'll hit the target, go through it, and then on the opposite side of it, it'll explode like 5 times. Got a slow reload, but it does come in handy. Here's a couple more. Here's some radioactive grenade launchers.
I'm just slowly picking them up right now so I don't like make myself stiff from movement again.
Oh, you're good.
BNG explosive. Is there like explosive ammo for each like weapon type?
Um, can't say for sure. I know there's a lot of them, but you can see them if you go to the schematics and then go to experimental types. You can comb down through that list, even if they're not unlocked. It'll tell you what it is.
Corrosive ammo.
Yeah, corrosive is good for melting off armors. And, not the big sniper rifle, but the other rifle in there. It turns the shots, instead of being straight shot, turns it into a grenade launcher. All right, man. My wife just brought me dinner, so I'm finna bounce and get me something to eat right quick, and I'll pop back on in a little bit to see what I'm gonna play. I don't know exactly what I want to play tonight.
Alright then.
uh,
Thank you for the weapons and stuff, by the way.
no problem,
Appreciate it.
man. Yeah, if you ever run out of resources, because it happened to me a couple of times. If you ever run out of resources, just give me a shout. I'll make another drop for you.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'll just simply send you a message, and
Sure.
you don't have to like really worry about it. Just hit me up whenever you can.
Cool. Appreciate it, man. All right, man. You have a good one.
Hey, you too.
Let's re-download stuff. Press X to find out more. I don't want to find out more. I want to know less. I wish I didn't know the things that I do know. That's what drives me mad. All the stuffs. Fires up a place, does nothing, leaves. Son of a bitch. Stole my fucking line. It's sporking time.
Okay.
You sons of bitches.
Ha.
Kick two. Who'd you kick?
Oh.
What they did?
Nobody yet.
Kick them
Kylie,
again.
when she's at work and forgets to put us on mute.
He's gonna kick me in a minute.
Is it bad
Why?
that as soon as I came in, I muted her just in case?
Cause I smell like butt. You told me you would kick me out if I came in here stinking again.
Oh.
So,
Well, I'll take an exception this time.
Thank you.
He said, "Oh
I smell
no,
like fucking shit.
what is it? There's a doo-doo in my butt."
Hey, yo, teammate. Are you coming over here throwing? Fucking shit stain.
How did you know I had shit stains?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go eat, possibly take a nap, and then I'll be right back.
They never come back.
They never come back. Oh no, really didn't never come back. No, but I am gonna go eat. Pizza smells good. She brought it to me a few minutes ago when I was helping that dude. So I really will be back in just a few minutes. Be right back. Kinda, probably.